الصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا ومولانا أبي القاسم محمد اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد والصلاة والسلام على أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين سيما مولانا بقية الله في الأرضين روحي وأرواح العالمين له الفداء. Inshallah ta'ala, there's an ayah in Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, هو الذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله ولو كره المشركون. There's a three phrase in this ayah. Very beautiful ayah says, هو الذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent to you Anbiya and Apostles, and the reason for sending them to us is that He wants to guide us. He wants us to go towards salvation, and we don't want to say to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at the end, oh Allah, well, I made this mistake and I made this mistake and I made this mistake because I was stuck in this problem. He's going to know, I have already sent to you Anbiya and Prophets, and they had my message and you could follow them easily. So this is, with this ayah, Allah is finishing His argument. He is making His solid argument with us and telling to us that I have done my side best, and there's your side. Now you have to do what you want to do. هو الذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى ودين الحق. Well, beside this huda in general is total, all guidance. وَالدِّينِ الْحَقِّ, and deen is a pattern of living. Deen is more than wajibat and muharramat and mustahabbat and makruhat. It's an entire pattern of living. It's an entire way of living. This is the deen of a mu'min. هو الذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين. And He wants to make His religion conquer all other religions. Well, even though they like it, people of other religion, وَلَوْ كَرِهَ الْمُشْرِكُونَ, even though they dislike it, Allah doesn't care, because they are behind their own goals, they are behind their own games, they are behind their own plans, and Allah has His own plan, and He is sending us message directly with this Anbiya alayhi salam. So everything is clear and everything is told into this book. The book is called Quran. All we have to do, we have to make a strong relationship with this Quran, and we have to read this Quran, and we have to make Sallu ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. We have to make our own list from Quran, lists of do's and don'ts. Very simple. We can read Quran one time and we can make a list from Quran. We can say, this is my do's and this is my don'ts, and then the rest is okay. It's a very simple, it's not tough, it's a very simple thing. But we have to learn one thing, that we are not going to manipulate religion in our favor. We are going to just choose something and we are going to leave something. This is not good, basically. If we accept it, we have to accept it in whole, and if we don't, well, there's a man asked from other man, he said, do you pray? He said, no, I don't pray. And then he said, okay, do you fast? He said, no, I don't fast. He said, okay, I was trying to invite you for iftar, but if you don't fast, then I don't invite you. He said, no, I'm not that much kafir, don't have iftar. So this is the point. When time comes for iftar, we say, no, I'm not that much kafir, I'm not going to quit my iftar. But for fasting, and well, no, I don't. No, if we have to accept it, we have to accept in whole. If we don't, then it's in our hand. There's a beautiful hadith from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Where he says, if you have this travel, if you have this journey, and you have some certain period, just like 60 year, 50 year, 30 year, 40 year, and in these years you have to prove that you are eligible to be in Jannah, you are eligible to be with Ahlul Bayt, you are eligible to be with prophets of God. This is we have to prove in this 60, 70 years. So for this goal, we have to have a strong faith. We have to have a strong iman? Well, according to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, where he says, "أن يكون الله ثلاث من كنا فيه وجد حلاوة الإيمان." If someone has three things, then he is going to have the taste of faith. That means if you have these qualities, then I can feel the taste of iman, taste of faith. If I don't have these qualities, then no, I don't. According to Rasulullah in this hadith, ثلاث من كنا فيه وجد حلاوة الإيمان. What are those things? First, أن يكون الله ورسوله أحب إليه مما سواهما. Number one is, to me, my love to Allah, my love to Rasul has to be better than everything I love or everyone I love. Many hadiths we have from Ma'sumin where they say a person came to Imam Bakr alayhi salatu wasalam and asked from Imam, I am in hurry. He said, I am in hurry. I want to leave you very quick. O son of Rasulullah, give me in one sentence answer. What is religion? I don't want to listen to there's a lecture. No, just one sentence and I want to leave. The shortest answer, what is the religion? Imam replied to him, Mad deenu illa al-hubb. Deen is nothing but love. Full stop. Deen is nothing, religion is nothing but love. Well, if we can maintain our hubb and bughd, everything for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then we are good. The problem is we fight for this dunya. We hate each other for this dunya. We have disputes for this dunya, or for this worldly life or the worldly causes. This is the problem. But if we learn how to love each other for God, how to respect each other for God, how to be together for God, how to be united for God, how to create a community for God and for the sake of God, that's a different thing. So if we manage, well, we human beings cannot live. Everything we do, it's all because we have attraction to things. We love this, we love that, we love that. Well, we don't say the word love. I love this car, I love this home, I love this husband, I love this wife, I love the children. But in fact, there is a certain amount of love involved from me. So we love things. If I can manage my love list according to love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, everything is correct. In this hadith, ثلاث من كنا فيه وجد حلاوة الإيمان. If someone has three things, then he is going to feel the taste of iman. Number one, أن يكون الله ورسوله أحب إليه مما سواهما. Rasul and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they have to be more beloved to me in comparison to my other things I love. If they're on the top or the best one, this is the first thing. Then second thing, وأن يحب المرء لا يحبه إلا الله. If you love someone, you're not going to love anyone just. If you want to love someone, just because of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Or you're not going to love if someone doesn't care about God and is not associated with God, or whatever it is. If you think loving someone is against the love of Allah, then you are not going to love this person. So if we have to manage this love, this hubb and bughd. If we hate someone because of God, if we love someone just because of God, this is the second thing. وَأَن يَكْرَهَ أَن يَعُودَ فِي الْكُفْرِ بعد إذا انقذه الله منه كما يكره أن يلقي في النار. After establishing iman, faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we have to have a fear that we don't want to go back. We dislike, we don't like, we hate going back towards kufr, and something is causing kufr or shirk. As we don't like to be in hellfire. Exactly in that amount. If we don't like to return towards kufr, towards shirk, towards mistakes, towards sin, this world, if I have strongly, I follow these three signs strongly, in this case I am going to, well, what happens? We come to this world and we start our life. And in the middle of life, sometimes we forget. There's a beautiful story, very beautiful story. And there's a very beautiful message in this story that one day a good person, thief, came to his home and stolen something in the night time. All of a sudden this man just wake up And he listened some voice, some bling bling going on. He said, what happened? He said, thief is carrying everything on his shoulder and about to open the door and leaving the home. He said, stop, we're taking my things. He was a thief. So he left home and started running. This man ran behind him, chasing him. Okay, thief is running and this man is running behind him. But thief was smart and young man. So he was running very fast and this man was running behind him. They were chasing each other for, let's say, 2 miles, 3 miles. And in this between, the thief got tired and he said, I cannot run anymore. So when he arrived by a corner of the street, he just stopped and he fell down. He said, oh, no more. I cannot run anymore. I'm carrying things and this is heavy and he's still chasing me. But the person was chasing him, the owner of things, chasing him. All of a sudden he passed by him. He passed by the thief and he went ahead and he stopped after a mile. And said, Shikastish Daudam. What happened? When you left your home, you were behind your stuff to get back from, you want to get back from thief. But when you passed by the thief and you left thief alone, and at the end you said, well, I won the race. Are you really behind winning the race? No, you were behind something else. But in between running, he forgot the goal. What was his goal? When he passed the thief, he said, oh, I won the race. You were not in the race, my brother. We are not in the race. We were behind some other goal. But something happened while we were running towards the goal. We were running to get back our stuff. We were not behind. I made more money. I won the wealth. I made more wealth. I won the thing. And now I'm in the community topmost. I'm the best one. Everybody is under me. And I have this one, and I have this one, I have this one, and I have this one. I have a long list of this one, this one, this one. The other doesn't have these things. And then that means I'm trying to say I'm the winner because I have all these things and you don't. We were not behind this race. We never. The purpose of creation was something else. We came to this world to live for a time being, and there was some other goal. While we were doing this race and we were walking, we passing each other, we forget the goal. And now I say, or this person said, now finally I beat the thief and I won the race. But who is the loser? The person who was thinking that he was winner. In fact, he was not the winner. The person who was thinking, I beat the thief. He is considering himself as a winner. In fact, he is not. This is the point. This is the whole story. This is the story of us human being. But we have some certain guide. We have some good guides. And the guides are Ahlul Bayt. Sometimes we forget them. And they make us realize them. Due to problems in mashakil. There's a beautiful book. If someone going to Iran, you can tell them. They can bring for you. The name of the book in Farsi is Hadiyaz Doost. Hadiyaz Doost as Hazratullah Sayyid Khalil Hussaini. A very beautiful book. There's a bunch of rawayat discuss about the philosophy of problems. When the problems shows up in our life, mushkilat, difficulties come in our life, what is the philosophy of those difficulties? What is the philosophy of these problems? There has to be something. These rawayat explains in a very nice, beautiful manner that what is the problem and what is hidden behind the problem. There's a beautiful story. I read this many times ago. Janab Rasulullah one day entered a Sahabi's home, and this man said, Ya Rasulullah, many years I never had a problem. And Rasulullah was by the door, entering in his home. For a second, Rasulullah stopped there. And then Rasul asked from him. Then he said, even though today my chicken, my hen, was sitting on the wall and she gave an egg, and the egg fell down, and it was stuck. While it was falling down, it was stuck in a nail. didn't fall down. I have no problem in my life. Rasulullah, he just put his step back and he came back. He said, I'm not going to come in your home. And he returned. He returned from there. He said, how is it possible? The answer is in Nahjul Balagha, in one of the sayings of Amir al-Mu'mineen, in the hikmah, the wisdom part. Imam Ali is saying, when you keep doing mistakes, and as we human do mistakes all the time, you keep doing mistakes and you are not facing any punishment, and you are not seeing any trouble, there's no trouble in your life, this is the most dangerous place for you. This is the most dangerous place. Means you keep doing mistakes and Allah said, I don't care about you, just move on, go ahead, enjoy your life. So when you put together this, the sentence of Amir al-Mu'mineen and the story of Rasulullah, mashakil, problems, difficulties, but we have to relate ourselves, we have to be connected with the nur of Ahlul Bayt, the nur of Rasul, and nur of Quran, and we are safe. Well, father of Janab Saduq, Ali ibn Husayn Babawayhi Qummi, he was a very pious man and he was an alim as well. He had a shop and he used to work in the shop for his living, and beside that he used to teach the students of Hawza in old times, 1,100 years back, in his home. He was about 50 years old. One day he decided to say, oh, let me ask from Imam Hassan Askari. It was time of Imam Hassan Askari. He said, let me ask from Imam Hassan Askari, or through Imam Hassan Askari I can send a message to him or his son, Sahib al-Zaman, that I'm at the age of 50 and I don't have children. So he wrote a letter to Imam asking his demands. Imam Hassan Askari salamul alayh send a letter back to the father of Sheikh Saduq, saying that no worries, you are going to have few children. And this letter is narrated from different books of ahadith. If you want, I can give you the Persian document and the Arabic document and the English one translated after this program, inshallah. Because this hadith is worth, you can print it out, you can just put in the wall in your home and you keep reading every week, unless you almost memorize it. Not the wordings, but the mafahim and the meaning of this hadith. Imam wrote him a letter. After saying salam and dua and everything for him, he said, Amma ba'd usika ya shaykhi wa mu'tamadi wa faqihi. It's a beautiful. Imam is calling father of Sheikh Saduq, who is a common human being. And Imam Ma'asum is calling to him, Ya shaykhi wa mu'tamadi wa faqihi. Oh my faqih, oh my shaykh, oh the one I trust on him. You. Ali ibn Husayn Babawayhi Qummi. That's why Imam called him أبا الحسن علي بن الحسين بن بابوي القمي ووفق الله مرضاته وجعل من صلبك أولادا صالحين برحمته بتقوى الله. He did dua at the beginning that may Allah make you do all your wajibat and keep yourself away from muharramat, and Allah give you few children, few sons. So this was the first dua by Imam, and there was a message. No worries, you are going to have children. And then the first thing he said, take yourself into the shield of remembrance of God, which is taqwa. Take yourself into the shield, and that shield around you, that shield is remembrance of God. So when you take yourself into this shield of remembrance of God, then you are safe. The first thing Imam mentioned there, take care about the taqwa, bi taqwa Allah, wa iqamis salat wa ita'iz zakat. Try to establish salat and try to establish helping others. Ita'iz zakat. فَإِنَّهُ لَا يَقْبَلُ الصَّلَاةُ مِنْ مَعْنِ الزَّكَاةِ. If someone does not care about helping others, his salat, his namaz is not going to be accepted. One day, Janab Rasulullah entered into the masjid and he was about to start praying. First row full, second row full, third row full, and all of a sudden Rasulullah turned to the people and he said, Fulani, stand up. Go to the back. This person, stand up, leave the line, go and sit down back. Don't sit here. And then Rasulullah started sending people to the third line or the out of the masjid. And some people, he said, just leave the masjid. Out. Or go at the very end. They asked from Rasulullah, what happened, Ya Rasulullah? Then Rasulullah replied to them, these people, I send them out They're always in the first line for praying. But when time comes to help others, never show up. They're just behind their own life. He said, leave the line. Come on, hurry up. Everybody move back. You out, you out, you out, you out, you out. You're just for praying. You're sitting in the first line and fill the line. But you don't deserve to be here if you don't help others. If there's no zakat part in your life, not helping others with your intellect, with your knowledge, with your support, with your wealth, with your money, whatever you can do, go ahead. Whatever. But I never saw you doing this. Leave the first line. You don't deserve to be here. Everybody out, out, out. Here in this letter, Imam Hassan Askari is saying to the father of Shaykh Saduq Zabanullah alayh that فَإِنَّهُ لَا تُقْبَلُ الصَّلَاةُ مِنْ مَعْنِ الزَّكَاةِ. Salat is not going to be accepted from those they don't care about others. They just care about their own lives. No, nothing is going to be accepted from them. And then Imam says, وَأُوصِيكَ بِمَغْفِرَةِ الذَّنْبِ. Forget others. I'm just going to translate few parts and I will explain few parts in 5 to 6 minutes. وَأُوصِيكَ بِمَغْفِرَةِ الذَّنْبِ. Forget others. Control your anger. Be connected with your family and friend. وَمُوَاسَاةِ الْإِخْوَانِ. Be always and always take care of your mu'min brothers. Think about them. Worry about them. وَالسَّعِي فِي حَوَائِجِهِمْ. If they need you, help them. First Imam said in general, and now Imam make a statement here. He says, وَالسَّعِي. Try hard. فِي حَوَائِجِهِمْ. To help your brothers in any way, in any possible way. فِي الْعُسْرِ وَالْيُسْرِ. Whether you are wealthy or you're not. Don't tell me, oh Imam, I didn't have money and I cannot help him. No, you can. Always you can. I had in Qom, back home, one of the masters one day told us, if someone asks your help, never tell them no. Give them some offer. If you can do everything what they want, go ahead. But most of the time you cannot. So do in the amount you can do. Let me give an example. Someone comes and asks you, I need $5,000. Say, I don't have $5,000. I cannot give you $5,000. But I can give you 500. Even though if you cannot give 500, you can say, no, I cannot give 500. But I can give $100. Even though you cannot give 500, $100, $500, $100. 100 no? So I can only give you $50. No problem. But never say no, don't miss a chance. And this is the point. If someone asking something from you, you cannot fulfill the demand, do whatever you can, but never say no. This is the point here. Imam is saying in this letter to the father of Saduq, وَالسَّائِ فِي حَوَائِجٍ فِي الْعُسْرِ وَالْيُسْرِ. Whatever, good time, bad time. Do whatever you can do. And then Imam is saying, وَالْحِلْمِ. Tolerate ignorance. Ignorant people, they come and talk to you, speak to you like crazy. Nobody, listen to them. Talk to them. If they need guidance, give them guidance. Don't say, no, I'm a big man, I'm important, I don't have time. Who is this man? No, listen everybody. Let them talk to you. You might help them. If you cannot help them with wealth, you can advise them. It's a good help. So do whatever you can do in your best. وَالتَّفَقُّهُ فِي الدِّينِ. Try to understand your religion. وَالتَّثَبُّتْ فِي الْأَمْرِ. And be strong in your deeds. In your way towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, be firm. Be strong. وَالتَّعَاهُدْ لِلْقُرْآنِ. This is a beautiful word. وَالتَّعَاهُدْ لِلْقُرْآنِ means Quran has a deal with you. Don't break this deal. Keep the deal with Quran. Well, we don't think like that. If I want, if I had time, if I'm willing, I will read few ayat, or I don't care. This is the regular life. But here Imam Ma'asun is saying, Quran has a contract with you. Quran has a contract. What is that contract? You are not going to understand unless you keep your contract with Quran and deal with and work with Quran. He is going to guide you, but you have to listen to him. So one side is done, keep your side alive. Keep this contract running. At-ta'ahud lil-Quran. Be with Quran. Work with Quran. Then, husnul khulq. Always good manners. Always, whether people say bad things, good things, you have to be good with everybody. good actions, good deeds, good manners. وَالْأَمْرِ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَالنَّهْيِ عَنِ الْمُنْكَرِ. I'm not going to in detail, but I will explain this sentence because we have heard this sentence 1,000 times in our life. أَمْرِ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ نَهْيِ عَنِ الْمُنْكَرِ. What is that in one hadith? The hadith is Imam Jafar Sadiq alayhi salatu wasalam. In this hadith, Imam is saying, كُونُوا دُعَاةَ النَّاسِ بِأَعْمَالِكُمْ لَا بِأَلْسِنَتِكُمْ. Invite others to us, Ahlul Bayt, to Quran, with your deeds, not with your tongue. It's very clear, right? كُونُوا دُعَاةَ النَّاسِ بِأَعْمَالِكُمْ لَا بِأَلْسِنَتِكُمْ. Invite others to us, Ahlul Bayt, to Quran, to Rasulullah, to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with your deeds. We have same hadith from Imam Hassan Askari alayhi salam. We have same hadith from Imam Rada alayhi salatu salam, with a little difference of words. In all of those hadiths they say, invite others to us Ahlul Bayt with your actions, with your deeds, not with your tongue. Many times back, Shahid Baqir al-Sadr Rizwanullah alayhi, when he was alive in Iraq, after Ramadan, his students, at the beginning of Ramadan, his students, they were planning to go for tabligh. Some of them, they came to Shahid Baqir al-Sadr, they asked from him, Sayyidina, Master, how should we do tabligh? Same message, this is the same message of this hadith. Shahid Baqir al-Sadr told to his students, he said, go, do tabligh, use your actions, not your tongue. Then what I'm doing here, said, I'm passing the message of Ahlul Bayt to you. Someone asked from Imam Raza alayhi salatu wasalam, Imam Raza one day he said, Rahim Allahu man yuhyi amrana. May Allah bless someone who always keep our missions alive. Some people ask from Imam Raza, how we are going to keep your mission alive? Then Imam in reply told him, those, they learn our knowledge. يَتَعَلَّمْ عُلُومَنَا. Those, they learn our knowledge. And then at the continuous, Imam said, لَوْ عَرَفُوا النَّاسِ مَحَاسِنَ كَلَامِنَا لَاتَّبَعُونَا. If you learn the words of Ahlul Bayt and you pass this word of Ahlul Bayt, this document, this text, this hadith, to others, if someone comes to you and says, oh, what is Islam? Well, I can tell you Islam, what is Islam, this Islam, this Islam, blah, 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 blah. Everybody is doing dawah outside in the city, country, in America, Europe, Africa, all Sunni brothers. Dawah, dawah, dawah. Well, what are you doing? If you want to tell them what is dawah, there's a very small book, maybe 40, 30 pages, Sifatu Shia, Qualities of Shia, in English. Just print out this book and hand it over to them. This is VR, this is Islam. Let them read the words of Ahlul Bayt. I think there's a 70 or 71 hadiths from Masumin. Qualities of Shia. Sifatu Shia from Shaykh Saduq Rizwanullah alayhi. There you go. This book will talk to them. Oh, if this is Islam, then what Trump is explaining Islam, what Israel is saying Islam, what Africa is saying Islam, what Australia is saying is Islam, what other countries they're saying Islam, what Al-Qaeda, Daesh they're saying, then this can't be Islam, and it is not Islam. What you are seeing in the television, this is not Islam. Then where is Islam? This is the Islam. This is a small, tiny book, Sifatu Shia. Qualities of Shia. If you want this book, just remind me after this program and I will arrange you a copy of this book. Very tiny, small book in English, in Persian, in Farsi. Let the words of Ahlul Bayt spread. Imam said, لَوْ عَرَفُوا النَّاسِ, commons, when they hear about the word of us, Ahlul Bayt, لَوْ عَرَفُوا النَّاسِ مَحَاسِنَ كَلَامِنَا, the beauty of our words, لَاتَّبَعُونَا, they will follow us. They have no choice. This is a human nature. Unless someone is sick. Even though says, oh, this is haq, but I'm not going to be like that. Well, very few people in the history. Very few, millions and billions. Most of them, so we cannot convince them. But the words of Ahlul Bayt will convince them. لَوْ عَرَفُوا النَّاسِ مَحَاسِنَ كَلَامِنَا لَاتَّبَعُونَا. لَاتَّبَعُونَا. They will follow us if they know the beauty of our sayings, the beauty of our words. And then Imam said at the end, فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ عَزَّ وَجَلْ قَالَ لَا خَيْرَ. Then Imam explained, people they talk in the whisper, people they talk in ear. If they're talking about something good, then it's allowed. If they're not talking about khair, some helping for someone, helping out someone, then this is not good. And then Imam continues, then said, وَعَلَيْكَ بِصَلَاةِ اللَّيْلِ. Then Imam mentioned about the night prayers, and he mentioned here, the Rasulullah told to Imam Ali 3 times, Ya Ali, alayka bi salatil layl, Ya Ali, alayka bi salatil layl, Ya Ali, alayka bi salatil layl. And then Imam said, if someone doesn't care about salatul layl, laysa minna, then he's not from us, not the followers of us Ahlul Bayt. And then Imam said, fa'amal bi wasiyati, oh Ali ibn al-Husayn, you, father of Saduq, oh Ali ibn al-Husayn, fa'amal bi wasiyati, act according to my guidings. وَأَمُرْ شِيئَتِي حَتَّى يَعْمَلُوا عَلَيْهِ, and let my Shia know about this letter. Spread this letter to all the Shia. Then they can act according to our guidance. Very clear. وَعَلَيْكَ بِالصَّبْرِ, always be the man of patience. عَلَيْكَ بِالصَّبْرِ وَانْتَظَارِ الْفَرَجِ, always wait for Sahib al-Zaman. When he will come, he will take you towards salvation. And before the Dhuhr of Sahib al-Zaman, you will have a little pain in your heart. This is a word of Imam. You are going to have huzn. Huzn is hidden pain. You will have a pain here. And you're not going to remove this pain from your heart. You have to have it until the time my son reappears. When he reappears, he is going to solve the problems. And then he says again, wasbir Ya Shaykhi, oh my Shaykh, be the man of sabr. This is the most biggest problem, most common problem among us. Very shortly we lose our patience. We become angry, we are short-tempered, something happens. No, just be man of sabr. Always be patient. Always be patient. On husband, on wife, on children, on neighbor, on community, everywhere you go. Imam is repeating this word to the Ali ibn al-Husayn, فَاصْبِرْ يَا شَيْخِ فَاصْبِرْ يَا أَبَا الْحَسَنِ Ali ibn Ali وَأَمُرْ جَمِيعَ شِيَّتِي بِالصَّبْرِ, and pass my message to all of my Shia. Then they can become man of sabr. You have to be people of sabr. فَإِنَّ الْأَرْضِ لِلَّهِ يُورِثُهَا مَن يَشَاءُ مِنْ عِبَادِهِ وَالْعَاقِبَةُ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. Land is for one Allah wants to give someone. If Allah wants to give this land to someone, He's going to own it. Otherwise, nothing is in our control. It's all in the control of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the end, and the good end, is for muttaqeen, people of taqwa. They always keep themselves into the shield of remembrance of God. We have to have this shield always active around us. Wassalamu alaikum wa jami'a shiyatina. Salam on you and all of my Shia. This is the salam of our Imam Hassan Askari, to all of us. Inshallah, we will listen this hadith, we copy this hadith, we keep this hadith, we put this hadith on the wall, and we follow the goal and target. We have to put the canon of our life, towards the goal, exactly hitting the point. And that is the Quranic values, full stop. We have to put this canon of life exactly towards the Quranic values, inshallah ta'ala. And this is the only way of najah and success. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Oh Allah, I ask you to forgive all of our sins. Oh Allah, I ask you to grant us tawfiq. Oh Allah, I ask you to free all human, especially believers, from all oppressions. Oh Allah, I ask you to relieve all mu'mineen are under hardships. Oh Allah, I ask you to heal the life and health of mu'mineen, especially our ulama, maraja and scholars. Oh Allah, I ask you to bless all mu'mineen and marhumin of this majlis and all mu'mineen from all around the world. Oh Allah, I ask you to return of our Imam and enable us to serve our Imam bin Nabiyyi wa alih. Warhamallahu man yaqra'u al-Fatiha ma'as salawat.